Hi Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Welcome to your weekly video reading. This is for the week of August 11th through the 17th. So let's go ahead and let me just say I started out shuffling the cards, and normally I just wait and shuffle in front of you guys, but two cards jumped, and it's really interesting because the first one was the Nine of Earth, and this I just filmed the Aquarius video as well, and this card jumped out for them right at the beginning too. And this is one of my favorite cards in the deck. The Nine of Earth is the Nine of Pentacles in a traditional deck, and it is the card of the life of luxury. Like, you know, you've worked hard, you've reached your goals, and now you get to sit back and enjoy the rewards of those goals. So I thought it was really interesting that this card jumped for Aquarius and for Pisces. So I kept it, and I did for Aquarius too. So my question, guys, is are you really thinking about business issues this week? Are you starting your own business, or are you going for a promotion? I think it's a great sign that this card jumped for you if that's the case, because this is the woman who has it all, and it's male or female, but she knew how to make things happen, and now she's living the life of her dreams. So it's a beautiful message with this card. And then right after that card jumped, I kept it, and then the Ace of Earth jumped, which is another gorgeous, beautiful manifestation message. The aces are blessings from the universe. The Ace of Earth is definitely about money or tangible things coming into our life, material things. So the aces are about new beginnings as well. So I thought it was really exciting that the Nine of Earth and the Ace of Earth jumped. And I know for me, like trying to move this channel forward, or, you know, and I do readings, so I'm in business for myself. These were two really exciting cards. I'm a Pisces rising, so I just thought, okay, this is interesting. We're going to keep these cards. We'll go with that spirit. Okay, guys, if you're new here, my name is Renee. Welcome to the Hermit's Moon. I pull cards for all the zodiac signs every week so that we can get an idea of what to expect that week, of what energies we're going to have available to us to work with so that we can make the most of it. Now, let me go ahead and give the cards a shuffle. If you are new, if you're just finding my channel, I really hope you'll decide to subscribe. Please give the video a thumbs up, everybody. I would really appreciate that. Okay, what else does Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising need to know about the week of August 11th through the 17th? Regeneration. This is really weird, you guys, because this card was for Aquarius too. And I shuffle all of these cards after every reading and before, like in between hitting the stop and the start button. So regeneration, Pisces, this is about reinventing yourselves, about rebirth, transformation, and a transition. I feel like a lot of us are searching for so much more in 2025, more avenues of income, more ways of expressing ourselves and our creativity. We want more in the area of our love life. And this card is asking you to be open to regeneration. What changes do you need to make, Pisces, in order to make these things come into your life? I'm very curious because I'm wanting to level up in life as well. So let's see what our next card is. We have Breathe. All right, right away, I'm getting a message of meditation. Because Pisces is a very psychic sign. So you could absolutely get some important downloads and information from the universe, from God, from your guides. Sitting in meditation. Pay attention to your breath work. But also rest. It's, you know, we are in this energy with this Nine of Earth and Ace of Earth. I feel like there's a lot of people, a lot of Pisces who are really wanting to generate more income, and have a safe, happy, easy life, a life of ease. Don't we all want that? But we also have to remember that, yes, material and blessings and money help that, but so does being in touch and in tune with our bodies and with ourselves and our spirituality. And meditation practice is really important, a prayer practice if you don't want to do meditation, but I strongly recommend meditation. And just breathing and knowing that it's all going to be okay. It's like that movie Waiting to Exhale back in the 90s. It's okay to exhale and expect good things. Okay, these are in the area of our recent past. And that's why I say I feel like these things are on our mind. It's what we're searching for. Let's pull one more card. We have the Messenger of Fire. And I really love this card with the Ace of Earth and the Nine of Earth, because the Messenger of Fire is Sagittarius energy, and it's about making things happen. So how do we go out, Spirit? How do we go out there into the world and generate more income, regenerate ourselves, have the material blessings that we're looking for and that we're seeking? How do we do that? We need to rely on ourselves to make that happen, but know that we are supported on the other side by our angels, guides, ancestors, God, all the good things. So let's pull some more cards, get some more information for us, Pisces. It's so crazy that those two cards jumped and then that regeneration card showed up. It was just back-to-back readings as well. Okay, some more information for us, Pisces. We have trust. You guys, this is really weird. This is at least the 4th or 5th reading this week that trust has shown up. And this is God telling us, trust me, trust that I've got you. Trust the intuitive messages that you're getting. Trust that you're on the right path. Trust is so important right now. Remove any blockages between you and Spirit. And that can happen by doing this meditation work. You can get more in touch with yourself so that you trust when you get these intuitive messages, that they really are authentic, real messages, and not just your imagination playing tricks on you. Trust that Spirit has your back. That's crazy. I mean it, guys, that's like the 5th reading that card has shown up for this week. And we have the Wind Fairy. Okay, so the air signs, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Okay, those are the air signs. Your thoughts, your dreams are so important. The way you communicate is important. This card's message is thoughts, words, intellectual analysis. So be clear-minded as you're going forward. Pay attention to the thoughts that come into your head, especially if you were journaling or meditating, like we were suggesting earlier. It's just going to be really, really important for you to have a clear head and a clear mind this week. So maybe lay off the partying if you're doing that, because that makes us groggy. You know, it's going to, number one, as you're doing it, you're disconnecting, and you're disconnecting from source as well. Lay off of that, and then the next day you're hungover. You don't have a clear head. You're in a fog. That's not going to serve you well this week, Pisces. And if you really want to benefit the most with the energies that are going to be available to you at this time, stay clear-headed. Come up with a plan. That's something that you can journal about. What are some important steps that you can take to reach whatever goal it is that you're trying to reach? Is it, whether it's fitness, career, love, what is something that you can do every single day to help draw that energy to you and align yourself to that energy? That it will give you some important information right there. Okay, currently where we're at, Pisces, we have 5 of water. I feel like it's so important to stay positive at this time. Let go of things from the past that are holding us down, maybe past failures. There is no such thing. There's only lessons, not failures. There's only redirections and protection in that redirection. So don't cry over spilt milk. Let go of the things that you've experienced in the past that you feel or you've tricked yourself into believing that aren't helping you, because they actually are. And just focus on the positive. We also have the 7 of fire. This is you defending yourself. Maybe you've been in a defensive mode lately, and maybe that's what part of this 5 of water is about. Maybe you've had to defend yourself, or you've been in conflict with someone near you. Try to resolve that. You know, I don't like to hang on to grudges, and I don't like to beat a dead horse when it comes to conflict with people. I can't stand conflict, for one, and I think most Pisces are like that. We don't like it. We just want clear, happy, good energy around us. Sometimes we struggle with this 7 of fire, where we have to defend ourselves and defend our ideas and the things that we want. But I feel like this card is really telling you to hang in there and just show up for yourself every day. Come up with that plan with the Wind Fairy advice. Stay clear-minded. Watch your thoughts, watch your words, and how you're communicating with people, especially when this card shows up, because bad communication could lead to you being on the defense or putting someone else on the defense. So really watch your words at this time, Pisces. And we have the 3 of Earth, the collaboration card. Project where you could be getting help from someone else. It could also just be meaning help from the other side. We have the Trust card and the Breathe card. Remember, we were talking about meditating so that you are in tune with your psychic abilities and your intuition. But the 3 of Earth, I feel like eyes are on you at this time, Pisces, because I feel like someone, if you were a single Pisces, this could be a good time for you to get out and meet people. It could mean possibly that someone has their eye on you. At work, if you get a chance to work on a project with someone, communicate your ideas and your thoughts clearly. Communicate well with that person so that the project has the best chance of being successful. Because people are watching and they want to see how you operate and they want to see what you're capable of. And they want to work with you. I feel like this card is really saying that there's someone that wants to work with you, Pisces. Okay, let's get some information about your love life. Let's pull some love cards. That's my kitty cat in the background if you guys hear a weird noise. Okay. We have Ascending. Okay, Rising. The cream rises. Learning and expansion, transcending, preparing for union, and a new phase. Okay, so we have regeneration and we have a new phase. I feel like a lot of us, I'm wanting to use these readings to go forward for the rest of 2025 to make it the most productive and the most, I want to manifest. I want to work with the law of attraction. I want to work with my guides and I want to level up in life. And I think everybody wants to do that. So learning is important. Expansion, think bigger thoughts, think expansively, but also know that a new phase is coming. Now we also have here preparing for union. So what were we saying, Pisces? If you're single, you could absolutely meet someone this week. Eyes could possibly be on you with the 3 of Earth. But you could definitely be meeting someone. Maybe it's with you and your significant other as well. Remember, we have these cards on here telling us to watch our words. So if you've been at odds with your lover or with your significant other, maybe try to mend some fences now so that the relationship rises. I don't like hanging on to conflict and tension and stress. It's just such a negative, low vibrational thing to do. So I'm feeling like we need to work through that. And if you're already in a relationship, if there's any problems, I think it's a good time to work that out, to forgiveness, moving forward. But preparing for union, spend some time with your significant other this week if you're in a relationship. If you're not, have your eyes and ears open to the people around you, because like I said, I do feel like there's love coming in for you, Pisces. And we also have grounding. That's odd. Okay, so we have ascending and grounding, 2 very opposite messages. Stability and security, performance, growth, and endurance. So these things definitely could work together here. I'm hearing in order to rise, we need to stay grounded first. We need to breathe and set intentions. And then we need to put those intentions out into the world, out into the universe, in order for them to ascend. But how interesting that we get 2 opposite cards like that showing up for you guys, especially around your love life. I feel like this could be a time of growth for you, especially if you're in a relationship right now. Stability and security are going to be very important for you this week as well. And that is where this 9 of Earth comes in. This is the card where they've done the work. They've got the life that they want. And they're able to not worry so much about that. I feel like that's a goal for all of us. moving forward in 2025. And it's a particularly important goal for me and maybe for you guys as well. But the material blessing could be coming to us too with this Ace of Earth. That's money coming in. So very interesting there. I like that. Okay, let's see what your future self wants you to know, Pisces. Five of Fire. So we have two fives next to each other. Excuse me. Five of Water and Five of Fire. The fives are about change. They're about conflict and they're about challenges. So don't be surprised if there are a few bumps in the road this week. That's okay. You can still rise above them. You're gonna be fine. That's gonna cause you to grow, maybe to expand your way of operating. You know, you've got this project, possibly some of you, where you're working with another person. But I feel like the Five of Fire is more of the internal conflict that we've been feeling, where we need to maybe put some things to bed, put some things out of our heads, rise above them. I keep hearing that phrase, rise above it, rise above it. And we've got Nine of Air. Okay, this is what I call the Up All Night card. And I feel like a lot of you Pisces are like me. I've gotten to a phase in life where I am up all night. I wake up easily. It's harder for me to get back to sleep. I get stuck in my head because I am a Pisces rising, but I'm also a Virgo sun. And Virgos are the master worriers of the zodiac. So what can calm you? Well, number one, if you're dealing with this, meditation is a really good way to calm your nerves, to refocus and, pull yourself out of a thought pattern that's keeping you up at night. Sometimes I will try to do exercises like that when I wake up and I can't get back to sleep. But what are your dreams telling you, Pisces? Because we also, remember, we have this wind fairy. And remember what I was telling you, that it could be your thoughts, your words, your dreams even. And I do feel like maybe your dreams have been a bit stressful, because I feel like they're kind of like roadblocks. You've been blocked by something, and that's what's causing all this stress. Or there's a relationship in your life that's got you waking up in the night and being stressed out about it. We need our rest. Our rest is so important for our bodies. When you talk about regeneration, cells regenerate when we rest, when we get good sleep. Our bodies regenerate. So what do you need to do to quiet that mind and not be up all night? If you are someone who is struggling with that, I would like to hear about it in the comments, because I do that too. And I know it's easier said than done, because once my eyes are open and I have these thoughts coming at me, it's very hard for me to back it up and get back in sleep mode. So don't be surprised if you might be dealing with a little bit of that this week, Pisces, as well. Maybe keep a book by your bed if you need to, like if you just can't get back to sleep or you can't quiet your mind, something positive. Or maybe something fictional, something that's going to help you just kind of quiet your own thoughts so that you can move forward and go to sleep. And we have the 10 of Air. So this is interesting. We have the 9 of Air, the Up All Night card, progressing down to the 10 of Air, which I call this the recovery card. And this card shows up a lot of times when there is addiction involved. Addiction is my family disease, so I promised myself that whenever this card shows up, I would bring that up to people, because I feel like, addiction is the one disease that people don't want to recognize as a disease, or they don't want to give grace for. And so many of us know someone who is afflicted with this, or we suffer from it ourselves. There is something, but this is what I call the rock bottom card. And the beauty in this card is there's nowhere to go but up. And we are talking about ascending right now. We're talking about rising. So I feel like when this card shows up, this issue has already happened. So I don't think it's something for you to be afraid of. I think what your future self is telling you, that this is going to be there's something that's going to happen this week that's going to be pivotal for you, Pisces. that's going to be a game changer, that's going to put you in the new phase. You're going to have a regeneration. Something's going to happen this week that's going to cause you to rethink everything and start down a new path. So ultimately, that 10 of Swords moment that we all dread and that we worry about, it's going to be a good thing in the greater picture. So hang on to that if you have that 10 of Swords moment coming. Okay, what your guides want you to know, this is so creepy, you guys. The 8 of Water, this is exactly where this card showed up, I believe, in my Aquarius reading. But it's just wild. All right, I shared this story in I think it was my Aquarius video, whichever one this card showed up in. When I was learning tarot years and years ago, I was learning with a man, and he said that this card shows up when there's a spirit around the querent or around him. So it's in the space where we're getting what our guides want us to know, advice from our angels, advice from our ancestors. So what I'm saying here is some of you really might quite possibly be getting messages from the other side. Maybe that's what's causing your dreams to feel really scary, maybe, or maybe it's waking you up at night. Maybe an ancestor is coming to you in the night and waking you up, trying to get your attention. Maybe you haven't been listening to your intuition and they're trying to get you to listen because they're trying to give you some guidance. So pay attention to your intuitive hits. But also this card is about walking away from what no longer serves you. And remember what I said about recovery or about addiction, or about if any of you are struggling with that in your life, or you know someone who is, I feel like it's really time to put the shovel down and move on. Quit digging that hole for yourselves and move on before things get really bad. Okay, let's see what other messages we have. Okay, we have 10 of Fire, releasing burdens. This is going to be, it's important right now. Your guides and ancestors want you to know that it is okay for you to delegate some of the stress that's in your life. This card showed up right next to the 9 of Air, which is the Up All Night card. It is time for you to release something, to walk away from it. It's not serving you anymore. It's time for that regeneration moment. We started out the reading talking about that. But the 10 of Fire, it's time for you to let go of some burdens. You don't need to take it all on, Pisces. Let some people fend for themselves for a while. Let them know what it feels like for them to stand on their own and not rely so heavily on you. But you've probably taken on a lot that you don't necessarily have to, and it's time for you to be a delegator and spread it around a little bit. Give yourself a break so that you can breathe. Your guides also want you to know King of Fire. This is Leo energy, the King of Wands. This is you showing up as your most dynamic self. This is you creating the life of your dreams, the passion in your love life that you want. This is you knowing how to take control and lead in a situation. And yes, this is a message from your guides, but they want you to be the leader in your life, Pisces. So whatever it is that's holding you back, that's keeping you in fear with this 5 of Cups, this is the week that your guides are wanting to work with you to help you overcome that fear. It's time for you to get serious about it and walk away from it. It's time for you to stand in your power as your most authentic self. And from this moment on, grow. Okay, guys, I hope that this reading resonated with you. Please give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you have not. I also pull cards in the morning and the evening, and I post those readings in my shorts feed. So you can find that on my channel, or it should probably, if you start liking my videos, they will start showing up for your shorts feed. But I'm sending you guys joy, love, health, and wealth, and I hope you have a beautiful week, and I hope you decide to check back in. Have a great one, guys. Love you.